Good morning, dear students, and welcome back with the same topic, the fundamental unit of life, cell. In my previous video lecture, we have studied about diffusion and osmosis. What is meant by diffusion? What is meant by osmosis? How cell behaves in different types of solutions. Three types of solutions are there: hypotonic solution, isotonic solution, and hypertonic solution. And what happens with cell when we just keep it into different types of solution. All these points we have discussed in my in my previous video lecture. Now we are actually going to start about our cell organelles. Out of the cell organelles, we have studied about cell membrane and cell wall in my previous video lecture. So today we are going to study about two different cell organelles which are the most important cell organelles in the cell. First is nucleus and second one is cytoplasm. So you can see in the diagram basic structure of cell. We have discussed this structure many times. Basic structure of cell consists of outer cell membrane, which we call plasma membrane. In plant cell, along with this cell membrane, one more layer is there which we call cell wall. Both this point we have discussed. Then in the cell membrane and nucleus, you can see in the diagram at the center nucleus is present, and in between nucleus and cell membrane jelly like substance is present which we call cytoplasm, and many cell organelles are just embedded into that cytoplasm. So today we are going to study about that cytoplasm and nucleus. So we will start from nucleus. Nucleus is the most important cell organelle in the cell. As in our body, heart is present, which is the most important. Without heart, we cannot survive. Like this, nucleus is heart of that cell. If we just remove that nucleus from cell, then what will happen? Cell will die. Cell cannot survive. So nucleus is the most important cell organelle of the cell. So also I told you about prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell depending upon the presence of actual or a dominant nucleus. What happened in eukaryotic cell and what happened in prokaryotic cell? In eukaryotic cell, all cell organelles along with nucleus, they are just membrane bounded. Membrane bound organelles are present, and in prokaryotic cell, that cell organelles are not bounded by particular membrane. This is the basic difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So this nucleus is present in all types of eukaryotic cells, and this nucleus is absent in all types of prokaryotic cell. Then what is present in prokaryotic cell instead of nucleus? In prokaryotic cell, nucleoid is present, means we just use word nucleoid instead of nucleus. So that nucleoid contains folded circular DNA molecules. All these points we have discussed in my previous video lecture. Then now we are talking about all eukaryotic cells, means all plant cells and all animal cells which are found in well developed organisms. So this nucleus is present in all eukaryotics. The nucleus is absent in mature mammalian red blood cells and in sieve tubes of vascular plants. These two examples also remember, because these two are exceptional case. So you can see in the diagram, if we just enlarge that nucleus, you can see here what is the structure of nucleus. Nucleus consists of nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, chromatic material, and nucleolus. As in cell, the outermost layer is cell membrane. You can see here in the nucleus, the outermost membrane is called nuclear membrane. In cell, cell membrane is present. As like that, in nucleus, nuclear membrane is present. So this nuclear membrane is outermost layer of nucleus. It separates the nucleus from the surrounding cytoplasm. It is double membrane called nuclear envelope. So you can see in the diagram that outer membrane of nucleus is double layered. That's why it is called double membrane, and it is nuclear envelope. Nuclear pores are present in the nuclear envelope. So this double membrane consists of many small pores are there which we call nuclear pores. And the function of these nuclear pores is allow the transport of material between nucleus and cytoplasm, because for survival that nucleus require some important fluid and or some important material. That nucleus get that material from cytoplasm. This nuclear pores allow that material to enter into the nucleus. Then, as in cell, cytoplasm is present. In nucleus, nucleoplasm is present. And what is meant by nucleoplasm? The colorless, dense fluid enclosed by nuclear envelope is called nuclear sap or nucleoplasm. In cell, cytoplasm is present. As like cytoplasm, in nucleus, some jelly-like substance is present, which we call nucleoplasm. Then what is the function of nucleoplasm? Function of nucleoplasm is to maintain shape and structure of nucleus, then nucleolus and chromatin material embedded in the nucleoplasm. In cytoplasm, many cell organelles are just embedded. As like that, in nucleoplasm, chromatin material and nucleolus is just embedded. Then third point is chromatin material. What is mean by chromatin material? It is thread-like material inside the nucleus. It is made up of DNA and histone proteins. It is made up of repeating subunits called nucleosomes. Each nucleosome has a DNA molecule wrapped around histone proteins. So this chromatin material is very important. Why this is important? Because it consists of DNA, and you all know DNA is responsible for carrying genetic information from one generation to next generation. Means in human beings also, when we are talking about similarities between our parents and us, then these similarities are just transferred by DNA from one generation to next generation, and this DNA is nothing, it is present, it is nothing but chromatin material which is present into nucleus, and that's why nucleus is very important cell organelle. It is responsible for replication of cells also. When we are talking about cell division, one cell get divided into two, then two into four. At the same time, this nucleus get divided to form number of cells. So it is responsible for replication of cells also. Then as like nucleus means nucleus is present in the cell. Then what is present at the center of nucleus? Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. It is not enclosed by any membrane. It contains RNA molecules. RNA means ribonucleic acid molecules, and proteins that serve as site for ribosome synthesis. And function of this nucleolus is factory of ribosomes, and it plays important role in protein synthesis. So I hope you understand all this structure of nucleus. What is nucleus? Nucleus is generally present at the center of animal cell, and in plant cell it is just shifted to periphery because of large vacuoles present into the plant cell. So this nucleus, when if we just enlarge that structure of nucleus, you can see in the diagram, nucleus is simple structure. It consists of outer membrane, which we call nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane consists of many pores. Nuclear pores are present on nuclear membrane. Then in between nuclear membrane and at the center nucleolus is there. Nucleoplasm is present, which is colorless dense fluid. Chromatin material is present, which consists of DNA, and that DNA is responsible for carrying genetic information from one generation to next generation. And as nucleus is the most important part of cell, nucleolus is the most important part of nucleus, because it is present inside the nucleus, and it is not enclosed by any membrane. It consists of RNA molecules which are responsible for protein synthesis, and also they contains RNA or they behaves like factory of ribosomes. Then when we are talking overall about nucleus, then what are the functions of nucleus? If question may be asked like this in your exam, what are the functions of nucleus? You have to mention all this point. First function of nucleus is it is controlling center of the cell. Second, without nucleus, a cell can neither survive nor perform specialized functions. Third, it is storehouse of genes. Fourth one, it transmit hereditary information from parents to offspring. Why it is responsible for transfer of hereditary information? Because in nucleus chromatin material is present which consists of DNA, and that DNA is responsible for carrying hereditary information from parents to offspring. Then it controls the production of enzymes essential for metabolic reactions, and it regulates the cell division. These are the functions of nucleus. I hope you got all the points related to nucleus. So what is meant by nucleus? Nucleus is normally present in the center of that animal cell, and in plant cell it just shifted to periphery because of large vacuoles. These are the functions. And then a second cell organelle which we are going to study is nothing but cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the jelly-like substance which consists of 80% water, and it is colorless. It is dense in its means it is thick. It is present in between nucleus and cell membrane. All the part of cell just get means it get covered by cytoplasm, and all cell organelles along with nucleus, they are just embedded into this cytoplasm. It is present in the cells of all living things. It is colorless, partially transparent, and semi-fluid substance. It fills the space between cell membrane and nucleus. A number of cell organelles float in the cytosol of cytoplasm. Then what is meant by cytosol? One more new word is there. Cytosol is jelly-like semi-fluid. So what is the function of cytoplasm? Cytoplasm helps in the intracellular distribution of molecules, enzymes and nutrients within the cell. Certain metabolic activities such as glycolysis occur in it. It helps in the exchange of materials between different cell organelles and also with the external environment. It is a site for biosynthesis of proteins, fatty acids and nucleotides, and cell organelles are embedded in the cytoplasm. So students, we have discussed about nucleus, structure of nucleus, what are the functions of nucleus. Also we have discussed about cytoplasm, what are the functions of cytoplasm. I hope you got all points. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.